Episode 7 of Halo Season 2 marginally improves on Episode 6, though it's still an effort to get through. Much of it is focused on maneuvering Chief out of his supposed revenge plot against Ackerson and Parangosky, leading to a flat resolution. There are a few moments of intrigue hinting at the arrival of the Flood, but they are scant in an episode that will bore viewers to sleep. Things are looking up for the finale, with the end of the episode teasing a spectacle that could rival Episode 4's intense action. Opening on a projection of Halo, Chief, and Makey meet. He confronts her about Reach's destruction, but she brushes off the death of millions by saying it is war's fault. Chief would raise high charity if he could. Makey attempts to say there are no sides, but Chief disagrees. War and peace. He realizes Makey is leading the Covenant to Halo, and begs her not to, as they will annihilate humans, but Makey says humans will do the same to the Covenant. She urges Chief to build a world of peace with her, but Chief rejects this. Both are interrupted, Makey by the Sangheili, and Chief by soldiers. When Chief takes his hands off the keystone, a shockwave knocks the soldiers out. This shockwave is felt across the base. Underground, Miranda Keyes orders everyone to leave as the cave shakes. Makey doesn't cause a shockwave on the Covenant ship. Yuto Mdama chases Makey as she tries to flee. Cortana helps Makey kill him. Parangosky deploys the Spartan 3 with no intention of saving them. Ackerson catches up with Parangosky to find she's displeased with Chief escaping him. She threatens him with what will happen if word of what went down on Reach becomes public knowledge. She's interrupted by the Covenant First Fleet of Solemn Accord exiting slipspace in the Sol system. She orders a UNSC fleet to respond and to send the Spartan. This horrifies Ackerson, who says they were only meant to be used in special missions, but Parangosky ignores him. Parangosky and Ackerson watch as the first wave of Spartans gets annihilated. She orders a second wave, again to Ackerson's horror. He urges her to reconsider, but she says she's willing to sacrifice all of them to prevent the Covenant from taking Halo. If they did, it would lead to humanity's extinction. Chief walks around the base and is surrounded by Captain Briggs and her men. She orders them to shoot him, but Chief convinces them to stand down, and Kai knocks out Briggs. Underground, Halsey explains the chamber is like a library, but Keyes argues it's a religious site. Halsey then asks Keyes where she went wrong in her research, and Keyes says she overlooked the fact that the chamber isn't just mathematical, it's also linguistic. At Thermopylae, Soren explains to Lara the Spartan training. As kids, they had to defend the pass against soldiers with batons. He explains that the test revealed what kind of person you were, whether you ran or fought. One night, only him, Riz, Vanak, Kai, and Chief were left, and while they fought together, they lost. Lara asks him about Kessler, but Soren wants to let his son go through this training. Lara's shocked at this and leaves him to find Kessler. Perez sees a scared Spartan 3 and reassures her that in the heat of battle, she won't be scared, and they both need to look out for each other. Elsewhere, Chief and Kai bicker about who is in the wrong for their current situation, with Chief saying Kai sided with people who wanted him dead. Kai asks where they're headed, and Chief says Cortana is leading him to his armor. Ackerson runs a simulation on the spike, realizing that it can turn a Covenant ship into a huge bomb. He tries to leave, but Chief ambushes and threatens to kill him. Chief demands his amour, which Ackerson says he'll get. He reveals the truth of the spike, that the explosion will destroy the Covenant, the UNSC, and possibly even Halo. Parangosky just needs one Spartan to succeed. When Chief asks why he suddenly cares about Spartans, Ackerson says they're his life's work. This justification might have held more weight if the Spartan 3 weren't disposable and faceless, and if Ackerson had shown some care towards the Spartan 3. Ackerson leads the pair to their suits, as Chief explains that Ackerson will explain his part in Parangosky's lies. Chief being alive will be proof. Ackerson begrudgingly agrees, complaining it will ruin him. This never actually happens. As Ackerson leaves, Chief says Parangosky's plan is suddenly right, and Kai says she will go with her Spartan 3. What were the Forerunners researching in their lab? Halsey explains to Keyes that her dad died on Reach, as Quan activates a star map. She plots known constellations, but nothing happens. She then realizes the stars would have been different millions of years ago, and rearranges them. A door opens, and a light bridge activates. Another door is at the other end, and Keyes says the symbols could mean growth or decay. Halsey opens the door, and they all realize they're in a lab. They find a dead Forerunner scientist, but as Halsey tries to grab an item in its hand, the room collapses. They all flee, with Halsey stopping to gaze at the Forerunner city. In the main chamber, the star map turns orange. Halsey thinks it's the expansion of the Forerunners, but Quan doesn't agree and runs away. Keyes reveals she grabbed the item. While it's not said, it's likely the Forerunners were researching ways to stop the Flood, a powerful alien race in Halo. How does Halo Season 2 Episode 7 end? On a Covenant ship, the Arbiter says to Makey that the priest's allies are dead. Makey makes her way to mark herself like the Arbiter, saying she's bound to him. Soren watches a group of kids including Kessler start their brutal training, but intervenes when Lyra does. Lyra gets Kessler, but both are captured. Chief sees Perez, who wants to know if he's coming with them. He disappoints her by saying he has a different mission. Perez then explains that Chief is special, That's how he knows the result of a coin flip. They both leave. As Chief walks through the corridor in his armor, he draws odd stares. Parangosky reveals she knows Ackerson betrayed her, but is interrupted by a rogue condor. It's Chief. Ackerson says that people will believe him when the story of Reach is told and is detained. Kai inspects the Spartan 3 for the coming battle and orders them to be ready. Chief flies to the SOL system, and when he exits slipspace, he sees the Covenant and UNSC fleet. Looking up, ethereal music plays as he spots the halo. This is what this season has been preparing for. Whether or not Chief will join the Spartans in the fight, we don't know. What did you think of Halo Season 2, Episode 7? Comment below.